Oh yes, it's the WC here with another classic video, man. Super Wild Card Weekend is not over yet. At the recording of this video, the Buccaneers and the Cowboys are going to be playing on Monday Night Football. My prediction. Hate to say it, because like I said, I'm a Commanders fan through and through. I think that the Cowboys are going to beat them. The Buccaneers have looked like steaming hot doo doo half the year. Brady looks every bit of every single age that he looks like, right? Looks and seems like. He seems like he's a quarterback over 40, right? But he's still out there chucking the ball around 40 times. So my prediction is the Cowboys. It could be the Bucks. It is what it is. Let me go over Super Wild Card Weekend real quick, briefly. The Jaguars came back, right? The Giants came back. Cincinnati didn't look like they were in trouble. They lucked up because they didn't have to go against Lamar Jackson, and the Bills basically escaped. Like if they had Tua in there, man, Jalen Waddle had a tough first half. If that doesn't happen, we could be talking about something different. Let's talk about the teams that lost. Can we talk about the teams that lost real quick? Just looking back, the Chargers. Whew. Justin Herbert, Eckler, all the talent that they have, coming up short like that. That defense just. Maybe it's that defense. Maybe it's the special teams. But they got to address some stuff over there in LA. That team, like Justin Herbert, just looks like a quarterback that's just going to be good for a long time. And I hate to say it to the Dolphins fans, he reminds me of Marino. I got to see the end part of Marino's career and how calculating and methodical he was and surgical he was with the football. And Herbert is he's just everything that's kind of that. And Eckler led the league in touchdowns, and that's really unfortunate for them to come up short. Miami, like I already touched on them not having Tua, not having Bridgewater, depending on Skyler to just kind of put them there, take them there, and it just didn't happen. They couldn't run the ball. They tried to run the ball. Tyreek Hill couldn't do it by himself, and it is what it is. The Vikings are probably the most disappointing team here because it's like, but then again, they've been skating on thin ice just about all year. The game that they had against Buffalo, the game that they had against the Colts, where they were down big and then they came all the way back, the biggest comeback in NFL history. They were skating on thin ice the whole year, and then the Giants just came up in there and said, "Not today." So, them versus the Eagles, like Jalen Hurts should be league MVP. I know the people out there that love Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen. Nah, it should be Jalen Hurts. And them going back to Philly, I mean, they were just there a week ago, basically. They were just there a week ago. Didn't play none of their starters. I'm expecting for Philly to just kind of handle them again. You know, um, it should be more of a competitive game. I think that Philly should take it. Looking at, matter of fact, I'm gonna come back to that. Looking at Cincinnati and Buffalo, the Buffalo Bills. Now, Buffalo escaped, in my opinion, with a win over Miami in the Wild Card Weekend. Cincinnati has been here. I think that they're just kind of built to win now with Boyd and Chase and Higgins, and I mean they've got just about all the type of weapons that you would need to get there again and again and again. As long as that defense can play on par with that offense, like they should just be there in a conversation with the Bills. And the stuff that's going down in the AFC is just so interesting. You got all these young quarterbacks, and the oldest quarterback that's basically in the left that's left in the playoffs at the recording of this video Sunday night after the game is Brady. I mean, he's the oldest guy. Everybody else is like fairly young, somewhat in their prime. Really haven't seen their prime. Pat Mahomes and Josh Allen not are not really in their primes yet, which is scary because they're playing at such of an elite level. Both of those guys. But Brady's the oldest guy that's left. I mean, at the recording of this video, they might be gone by the time people watch this video. By the time people watch this video, because YouTube doesn't like to promote people's videos. It is what it is. But anyway, I don't want to run on too long. My predictions for the games that we know of, and a slight prediction for the 49ers game if I can get there. Jacksonville, whew, I mean, it's a game that they shouldn't have won. And then Kansas City just looks like a well-oiled machine. If Jacksonville goes into Kansas City and whoops them or surprises them, like because Kansas City has taken a couple punches to the chin in Kansas City over the years in these playoff games. If Jacksonville beats them, don't be surprised. But will it happen? Probably not. So I'm gonna take the Chiefs. The Giants are probably the team that can go into Philadelphia and beat the Eagles based on what they did tonight against Minnesota. I also don't see it there. I think that the Eagles are going to win. I think the shocking one here, and like I don't think that anybody should be shocked by what I'm about to say. The shocking one here is that I'm going to take the Bills. I mean, I'm probably going to be home team heavy. I'm going to take the Bills. Cincinnati has been here before, like I said before, but I think it's Josh Allen's time. I think it's his time, man. I think he's going to surpass these teams and get to the Super Bowl where we've been talking about him being there. And then you look at the Cowboys and Bucks. I think, like I said, I think that the Cowboys are going to win. And they're going to go to San Francisco, and I think that they're going to beat San Francisco as well. I really do. No, not San Francisco. I think they're going to. Yeah. They're going to go. They're going to. Let me get the words together. I think that they're going to go to Tampa Bay, beat Tampa Bay. They're going to go to San Francisco, beat San Francisco, and then they're probably going to be taking on the Eagles. And I think that the Eagles will beat them in an NFC Championship game. Just to give y'all a prelude of what's going to go on. If the Chiefs and the Bills, which I fully expect, meet up in the AFC Championship, like I said, I think because it's going to be at a neutral site, by the way, because of what happened during the Bills game to the injury to that player a few weeks back. The unfortunate stuff that happened to him. So it'll be at a neutral site. I don't know where the neutral site is because I don't have a crystal ball, but I think it's the Bills' time. I think that the Super Bowl matchup is going to be Bills versus Eagles. That's what I think it is. And I think that if I'm foreshadowing, I'm saying the Bills are going to be the Super Bowl champions. Like as of right now, after damn near like Super Wild Card weekend isn't over, but I'm forecasting by a slight margin that the Buffalo Bills are going to win the Super Bowl championship this year. Like, I mean, it's a coin flip between them and the Eagles right now. I'm not counting out the 49ers, but they got a young quarterback, and it's just like young quarterbacks in the playoffs. It just doesn't work. I'd rather have Brady in the playoffs than to have Brock Purdy. All right, Brock Purdy. I'd rather have Brady than to have Purdy at this point. So it is what it is. So let me know how you guys feel about Super Wild Card Weekend. My predictions for the rest of the playoff picture. I just wanted to touch base with y'all because I don't always drop these videos like I used to. But as you can tell, I mean, I kind of do it well, right? Even off of a cell phone. So WC, man, I'm gone. Make sure that you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Go ahead, share it.